Can you watch my 3 kids while I go to brunch? Can y'all make me a margarita in the bedroom? If I die in here, do I still get billed?
You not go hold me down. No, I'd rather be alone. Can't go hold me down. You can't tell me what you do.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Bebe, and as you've read in the title for today's video, we're just gonna be answering some questions that healthcare workers get. These questions are from Chatty Patty, so let's see what kind of questions people be asking. Can we fry chicken in the break room microwave? Of course. We do it all the time. We do it all the time, okay? I feel like I feel like the people that really ask these questions are not fully there. You know, like maybe they have some type of confusion going on. Okay, if I eat this Jell-O through my IV, will it hit faster? Will it hit what faster? You might hit heaven faster, but I don't know what you want it to hit, but I don't think it's gonna hit what you want it to hit. It's unless I don't know. Why can't I smoke my hookah in the ICU? Who said you couldn't? Who said you couldn't smoke your hookah in the ICU? Like, you know, what sense would it make for you to not, you know, use your free will that you have to take a hookah into a facility, especially, again, the intensive care unit, where people are on their deathbed? Not all of them, some of them. Why wouldn't you be able to take your hookah and smoke it there? You know? Who cares about those people? Yeah, of course you can take your hookah and smoke your hookah there. Can you stop my period with the IV? How? How am I do that? How am I finna do that? How do you want me to do that? Or how do you think, if that was possible, I'd never have a period. If it was possible, I would go to the hospital as soon as my period comes and get me an IV or whatever and make that period go away. So how about, you know, these questions are capped. Nobody asks these questions. I don't know where Chatty Patty got these questions from, but I feel like no one in their right minds really be asking those questions because it don't even make no sense. Like, what? Oh my goodness. And I feel like if someone asked me those questions, I couldn't sit there and answer them with a straight face. The sarcasm that I have would like overpower everything. And I wouldn't want anybody to believe any answers I give them to this question, because it's cap. Can I get pregnant if I share bedpan? Yes. Of course you can. You know, because you're exchanging bodily fluids if you share a bedpan. You know, like, of course you can get pregnant through urine and stools. Can you just unplug me for a little bit so I can go home? Unplug you from what? You're free to go home at any time. AMA. Do you have Netflix on this IV poll? The person must have been confused when they asked this questions, because a person with their full sense would not ask that question. It's an IV poll. If I drink this IV fluid, will it work faster? I don't know, but we could try. Do y'all validate parking for emotional support? Yes. Yes, we do. Why can't we bring our dog up to the ICU? ICU, intensive care unit, where a lot of people that's there are fighting for their lives. I'll let whoever asks this question think about why they can't bring their dog to the ICU. Can you check if I'm pregnant just by looking at me? Yes, I can. I can look at you and just tell you you're pregnant. Now, you might just be a little big. And if you're not pregnant, then that's a problem. And if you are pregnant, then good for me. So, I mean, I don't know. Why do I need to take meds if I don't feel sick? You don't have to take anything, but if your blood pressure is like 250 over 115, just because you don't feel anything does not mean that something might not happen. Does that make sense? Okay. Can you make the Wi-Fi faster in my room? Of course I can. I will absolutely stop taking care of people that's in need so I can go up to wherever the Wi-Fi room is to tell them to speed up the Wi-Fi. Can y'all make me a margarita in the med room? Yes. Of course we can, because we have liquor just sitting there, you know, waiting for someone to ask for margarita so we can go make one. Is this oxygen vegan? No. It's not. It's not vegan. Can you watch my 3 kids while I go to brunch? Yes. Not only are we there to save lives, we are also there to babysit your children. Drop them off and, you know, why not? Do you think if I faint, I can go home early? Absolutely. If you faint, it's going to let us know that there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. And the first thing we'll do is we'll get you an ambulance to take you right home. We won't even bother doing anything. If I die in here, do I still get billed? That's actually a good question, and I would actually like to know the answer to that question as well. That is not a stupid question at all. That is a very good question. I would like to know, because who are they gonna bill for real, you know? Can you turn off the heart monitor? It's too loud for my nap. It's either we're gonna disturb your nap temporarily or we're gonna let you nap permanently. Which one do you want? How are you feeling? What you feeling like? It's up to you. Can you run my blood work for paternity testing while you're at it?